Hey there gamers, today we're going to be discussing the premium shop leaks from the Tales of Agrabah update, and there are some very interesting things happening with the premium shop this cycle. But before we get started, there are a couple of important things I would like to mention. First off, the wishing well featured in the thumbnail of this video is not a new item. I don't put any new items in the thumbnail because I don't want to ruin the surprise for anybody. That said, the wishing well is there to hint at something pretty exciting, which will be one of the first things we discuss when we do get into these leaks. The second thing I would like to mention before we get started is the Dreamlight Leaks Discord server. This hardworking community is responsible for bringing us the premium shop leaks with every update, and joining their community is a great way to show support. If you would like to know about these leaks the moment they're posted to Discord, I recommend joining the Dreamlight Leaks Discord server, which you can find down below in our video description. And now, with the formalities out of the way, let's get started. Diving into the leaks, the very first thing I want to touch on is something I am very excited to see. What I'm excited about is the idea of wishing well skins and all the different directions they can take this. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like this well. This thing looks great. I love the plants growing on it. I like the gold trim here, the fact that it's made from like sandstone or clay. It looks really nice, but I really can't wait till we start seeing like Frosted Heights inspired or Forgotten Lands inspired. Imagine how much better the wishing wells are going to fit into our biomes and our builds when we start getting customizable skins for these wells. Just beyond excited to see this, and I'm glad this is finally happening after so many people have requested this feature. The last thing I'll mention about the well is pricing. Seems really reasonable. The Dreamlight Leaks Discord server is estimating the price point to be around 1,200 moonstones, which is exactly what we pay for Goofy stall skins. Moving on, the next thing we're going to discuss is this beehive house skin, which is pretty funky and fun. I think it's going to work really good with forest builds, or, I mean, well, there's actually a high number of builds I feel like this could work in, but I love the detail. I love the honey kind of dripping down the top. I love the smaller beehives hanging from the tree. And not only we're getting this new beehive style of home, but there are also several different bundles and outfits that obviously are made to go along with this premium house. But before we move on, let's talk about pricing. All of the houses in these leaks, they just have them stated between 3,000 moonstones and 3,750 moonstones. So I think they're acknowledging that this could go either way. With that said, if I had to guess, this will be a 3,000 moonstone house. However, there is one factor that could drive up the price of this house, and that's the fact that it comes with its own unique wallpaper and its own unique floor. Though with that in mind, we have seen this before with the Reflection of China premium house, and that premium house was still 3,000 moonstones. So the fact that this house is bundled with a new wall and floor doesn't necessarily mean it has to cost 3,750. Just keep in mind that it's a possibility. But personally, I'm expecting 3,000 on this, and I hope I'm right, because the more affordable, the better. Staying on brand with our honey theme, we're going to talk about our next bundle here. This is called the Sweet Honey Bundle? No, sorry, the Sweet Bee Bundle. And it comes with this really fun little beehive. I'm excited to see if this has an animation. I hope it has like little bees around it, maybe like a bee sound effect too. Like I would love to hear like a buzzing when you're close to the hive. That would be really nice. And then we have this outfit as well. I love the shoes. They have like these little bee wings. There's like a little red bow tied on them. You can see the red bow around the waist here as well. There's like honey dripping down the pants and the little bee antennae right here on the headpiece. Very, very fun and unique little outfit. And I like that we're getting some extra honey decor to go along with the big ol' honey house. And if you are going to be dressed like a bee, living in your honey house with your honey beehive outside, why not have a giant honey dipper accessory? Just in case it wasn't obvious enough that you're obsessed with honey. As for the Sweet Bee Bundle, the Dreamlight Leaks Discord server is estimating a price range of 1,500 moonstones to 2,000 moonstones. And for the giant honey dipper, they're expecting 1,200 to 1,500 moonstones for the cost. I feel pretty confident that anybody that's a big fan of bees, or in particular honey, is definitely going to pick up these items. And speaking of individuals who are very in love with honey, it looks like we will be seeing a Winnie the Pooh bundle. Now, as of right now, I think the only Winnie the Pooh item we have is the little Winnie the Pooh popcorn bucket, which looks like a honey pot. And there may be more Winnie the Pooh items that I'm just not thinking of off the top of my head, but that's the only thing that really comes to mind for me. So I think this is long overdue. This looks so fun. We have a new ceiling cosmetic here with these little hanging beehives, and of course these would also look great in the honey house, as would these honey pots stacked up here. I mean, all of these play together really well. As for the tree here, this is the best looking item in this bundle in my opinion. It packs so much detail, and I'm a big fan of nature or forest builds, so anytime you give me some new trees or tree homes to work with, I'm a happy camper. So yeah, loving this. Now just keep in mind, this does not seem to be a premium house. This is just a decor bundle, and the estimated price range here from the Dreamlight Leaks Discord server is 1,500 to 2,000 moonstones. We're also getting a pretty fun Winnie the Pooh inspired wardrobe item, which is a little bundle including Eeyore's ears and tail. One thing I really like about this bundle is how it has the little pin that they used to always pin Eeyore's tail back on them. I think that's super cute that they included that there. And I like the ears because I know they're gonna work well for like a little Eeyore cosplay, but I feel like these could double as bunny ears, and that could go over really well in any Easter or spring themed challenges we see. Dreamlight Leaks estimated cost on these two items is going to be $17.50. And for those of you hoping to make the most of your Winnie the Pooh decor scenes, it looks like we are also getting a nod to Rabbit here with the Rabbit Garden Bundle. And if you're familiar with Winnie the Pooh, you know Rabbit was always gardening, taking care of and tending to his carrots, which were regularly destroyed by Tigger. So I love this little nod to Rabbit. I think this is a really cute little bundle here. I like the garden tools, and I like the little rabbit scarecrow, but I think what I'm most excited about with this little bundle is just another pile of leaves. My God, give me more leaves every day and I'll be happy. You can give me a different leaf pile in the premium shop each week and I would probably buy them all year. Again, I just love nature builds, so leaves, trees, bushes, I'm always happy to take more of that stuff. And the price point on this bundle seems like it's gonna be pretty low. The Dreamlight Leaks Discord server is estimating this one is going to run from 1,000 moonstones to 1,200 moonstones. And speaking of rabbits, it also appears that we are going to be seeing a fair amount of fun bunny / Easter themed shop items as well. I'll start with the least exciting. Now, I'm not saying I don't love this. I just don't use accessories a whole lot, even in photo mode. If they had unique poses with different accessories, like if I could hold the toy up or if I sat down with a certain toy, I would be way more interested in accessories. But anytime you pose with an accessory, you just hold it by your waist, I guess, or like by, you know, kind of like how they're holding it here. And I think they could do a lot to improve the utility of accessories. And maybe they will down the road. Please keep in mind, I'm not saying I dislike this accessory. This is so adorable. It looks like a little fox wearing a bunny costume. So this is super cute. And on top of that, accessories are usually pretty cheap. The Dreamlight Leaks Discord is estimating this will cost between 1,000 and 1,200 moonstones. Keeping the trend of Easter and bunnies alive, we have a new Easter topiary coming to the game. And I must say, I love the way this looks. Very cartoony. I think it could go really well into Toontown inspired builds, especially in the spring season. And it definitely has a very unique design when compared to other topiaries in the game. But outside of the Easter season, I don't really see myself using this very much, but that's not necessarily a negative thing. I mean, I love all the Christmas and Halloween stuff, but I don't use them all year round. Not to mention the price point here seems really reasonable, as the estimated price on this topiary is only a mere 1,000 moonstones. Moving on to our last Easter themed bundle. This one is called the Easter Honey Bundle, so we're bringing the honey back. Out of all the Easter themed things we've seen in the shop so far, I think this is my favorite. I'm a big decorator. That's my number one thing I love to do in Dreamlight Valley. I enjoy quests and other things, but decorating is my passion in this game. So anytime you can give me some more decor, I'm all about it. And I love this table. I think this table's gonna see a lot of play with Dreamsnaps. It looks like it would be an amazing foreground item, especially since it has this arch over the top. I could see this being used on the edge of the frame on the left or right and having that little arch kind of go over and out of frame. I love the little stack of eggs here with this chest. This looks super cute. And again, a new tree. More trees equals more fun for me. And this tree is special. It has like this little wrap going around it, and there's like a little pink bow, so pretty cute. It appears this bundle also comes with like a handful of small items. There's a little egg here with some stripes on it. There's a purple honey pot, and then it looks like a little egg bucket or egg basket for your Easter egg hunts. Now, of course, this is a bit of a larger decor bundle as it seems to feature 4+ items. Though, with that in mind, the Dreamlight Leaks Discord server is estimating the price to still be very, very reasonable, coming in between 1,200 and 1,500 moonstones. Of course, Easter is not the only holiday in the spring, and it seems we are finally getting some love for the good old St. Patty. Now, I'm not too surprised by this because in the Tales of Agrabah patch notes, we did see that they will be adding a new event that involved clovers. So I was fully expecting some kind of St. Patrick's Day event. And if the devs are moving to honor or celebrate St. Patrick's Day, it stands to reason that we would get some wardrobe and possibly decor items to enjoy during this event. Now, I really love the look of this outfit. I'm a big fan of green, and I definitely think this hat could go with a lot of different things in the game. The shoes are pretty nice too. As far as the price estimate here, this item is looking to run between 1,200 and 1,500 moonstones. Now that we've covered the holiday stuff, let's move on to the seasonal stuff. First up is the spring flower outfit, and I love the look of this. One of the first things that comes to mind is that braided hairstyle we have with the flower petals kind of woven into it. I just think it would look amazing with this style. And when I think about Dreamsnap challenges like In Bloom, where we're encouraged to use like a lot of foliage to celebrate spring, an outfit like this would be phenomenal. And with this being sleeveless, it appears it will work with watches, rings, gloves. The neck is open, so that means you'll be able to have a necklace. And with this bottom piece being a skirt, you can equip things under that as well. So I'm expecting this outfit in particular to have a lot of Dreamsnap utility built into it. Now, on top of all the benefits we mentioned involving this fun little spring outfit, another one may just be the price, with this outfit estimated to run between 1,200 and 1,500 moonstones, which is pretty standard for little outfit bundles like this. But what if you want more flowers? Well, you're in luck. There are some flowery wings coming to the shop as well. This item is called the Spring Flower Wings, and this is incredibly unique. I think this could play really well with some of our green fairy outfits that we got in Frost and Fairies if you unlock the bonus ones, along with several other different nature-inspired outfits or builds. And I think it'll pair very nicely with the Spring Flower outfit. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this one in-game. Now, wings are typically a little bit more than some of the outfit bundles, but they do offer utility with gliding and things like that. And the standard price for wings is always 1,750, which is exactly what Dreamlight Leaks is estimating this to run. Next up, I want to discuss the new Goofy stall skin we're getting, which is a Tangled inspired skin. I figured we would talk about this next because I feel like this also works very well with spring inspired builds since it has the flowers blooming on it and the vines growing up the sides here. I love that it uses the Tangled lanterns here. It has these tassels hanging off the awning. We have the little guitar, and there's an easel that's covered by this big blanket, and then a little bucket with some paint beside it, and paint splattered all across the back banner here. I'm a big fan of art, so I think this is my favorite Goofy stall skin so far. And I could see myself using this in most biomes. I mean, maybe not like Forgotten Lands or Frosted Heights, but like I'd be more than happy to use this in the forest, on the beach, in the meadow, etc. Now, as we mentioned earlier, Goofy stalls always run pretty cheap, coming in at only 1,200 moonstones. Our next item is the Morocco Fountain, which is the fountain we saw in the Agrabah Agrabah market realm. Now, of course, this is an Aladdin and Jasmine update, so it stands to reason that we're going to be seeing some items that play very well or exist within the Agrabah theme. I'm always happy to get more fountains, and I really love the size and coloration of this. Fountains can sometimes be a little pricey, coming in at 1,750, but I think they're well worth it because most of them have the water animation, and they can add a lot of beauty to like town builds or plazas, or I mean just a number of things. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, a lot of these Agrabah items are going to work really well in the glittering dunes, but as it stands right now, we only have one good house for the dunes. So next up, I want to talk about this item. This is the cactus house skin. I really love the way they put this one together, and it's nice to see the glittering dunes getting a bit more love, especially since we're getting many items within this update that play so well with that biome. The little cactus fruit hanging here as a light is really nice. I can't wait to see the way that glows in game. They have a couple here hanging by the door as well, and I love this little balcony up here. That's super cute. Big bloom on the top too. I could see this going over very well in the background for certain dream snaps. As with our other premium shop houses, it appears Dreamlight Leaks is playing it safe, estimating this will cost between 3,000 and 3,750. Though I think 3,000 would be more likely in the case of the cactus house here. And while we're on the topic of items that work really well with a desert theme, let's go ahead and bring up one of the items I am most excited to see. That's right, we're getting another wall bundle. I made a whole video when we got the Fallen Fortress bundle and did like this huge build, and it was so much fun. That Fortress Wall bundle became one of my all-time favorite premium shop bundles. And while the Castle Wall bundle did have way more pieces or components with like 20 plus pieces, and the Agrabah Wall bundle only has 6 or appears to only have 6, I'm still very excited for it. Not to mention, I like the towers on this wall a lot more than the towers on the castle wall. Just these like big golden domes up top, they look so fun. I think that's going to look amazing in the background of certain biomes or dream snaps. Very excited to see what people do with this item. The Dreamlight Leaks Discord server is estimating this to possibly be a little bit more expensive than some of the other decor bundles, with a range between 1,500 and 2,000 moonstones. Moving on to our final part of today's video, we are now going to be discussing miscellaneous items coming to the shop that are neither spring, holiday, desert, or Aladdin inspired. And we do have some really fun miscellaneous things to talk about. So first up is this Dreamlight arcade bundle. I love that this is Dreamlight themed. It's got the little thorns, the night thorns, like growing on the sides. And if you look at the pool table, there's a little Dreamlight icon. Now, the estimated price point on this bundle appears to be between 1,500 and 1,750. Our next miscellaneous item is a bubble machine. Now, this could be very useful for dream snaps. I mean, bubbles are already really fun in dream snaps. The floating fairy bubbles that we could place items into, they've been seeing a ton of play and a ton of use. And if you could put these bubble machines on the edge of your photos and have some more little bubbles like coming up the side, that could be such an outstanding way to add a wow factor to your dream snap. So I'm really excited to see how this performs and exactly how it operates. Dreamlight Leaks is expecting a low price point for this as well, coming in between 1,000 and 1,200 moonstones. And for our final new wardrobe item, I'm glad this one is the last wardrobe item we're covering, because I feel like this is the one people are going to go the craziest about. And we do have a Cheshire Cat update coming, so I do think it's really fun. We're going to get this Alice in Wonderland inspired outfit, and I see this being a huge hit among the community. I feel like a lot of people are going to be wearing this. Another reason I'm glad this is coming up at the end of our list here is because the coloration of this dress, I think, plays really well with our last two items, which are both premium houses. Now, before we take a look at our last two homes, the expected price point on this Alice in Wonderland outfit is going to be 1,750. Now, for the Victorian Manor house skin. Wow, look at this. I love this. Reminds me of Lady's House that we got. I'm glad we're getting more houses like this, because as we get more of these very fun and big, like Victorian style homes, we're getting closer and closer to being able to craft or create like a huge like neighborhood community build or township and the idea of that is very exciting for me. The detail on this one looks really good. They're playing it safe with the price estimation here as well, guessing a range between 3,000 and 3,750. Though for this one, with all the detail and the size, I feel like this is very likely to be 3,750, but I would love to be wrong on that. And finally, for our last new item coming to the shop in this update, we have a Monsters Inc. themed house. It's using all the iconic Monsters Incorporated colors, the blue, the purple, the white, the green. It's just got it all mixed in there. And it's a really cute and unique house. There are some color similarities between this house and the Victorian house we just saw, but the additions of the purples and greens definitely make it stand out on its own. Of course, it is a lot smaller, so I think it's likely this one will run 3,000, but you never know. We do have some smaller houses that still costed 3,750, so it just depends. And if you're wondering why a Monsters Inc. themed home, well, I think it's because a lot of the returning StarPath items we're going to be seeing in this update are going to be returning from the lovely Monster StarPath, and we had the lovely Monster StarPath this time last year, so I think this is added to complement a lot of those items. Now, of course, this video is mainly about covering the new items coming to the shop, but let's speed run the returning StarPath items just so you guys know about those as well. So this monster outfit is making a return, and this does include the animated snake hair, which is a really fun hair piece. There are not many animated hairstyles in the game. We got a handful of Monsters Inc. decor items coming back, the out-of-service vending machine, laugh canisters, the Monsters Inc. door, which is animated, that eye follows you around, it's super creepy, and the Monsters Inc. coffee machine and flooring. The solely Dream style seems to be making a comeback as well, though I haven't seen the Mike Dream style mentioned, so we might not be seeing that one, but I'm okay with that because I like Sully's a lot better. Mike's is kind of weird with the eye, you know, it's funny looking to me, but I like Sully's a bit more. And the last thing coming back from the lovely Monster StarPath, which I think is the best thing coming back. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Monsters Inc. stuff, but these outfit items, in my opinion, were some of the absolute best things from that StarPath. And we just did Cupid's Runway, and I talked to so many people that were sad that they did not have this cardigan or that they missed out on this cardigan. It's just like the perfect thing to wear for any kind of Valentine's theme or love or romance theme. It's great. Not to mention the top here is really cute. The hairstyle is nice. And they even have this bow tie and suspenders get up for the fellas. Wow, we talked about the items for so long that the sun has set in my valley. Well, it was time well spent because I love going over and taking a look at these new premium shop items. Again, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Dreamlight Leaks Discord server for making this video possible. And let's not forget, thank you, the viewer, for watching, as you not only make this video possible, you make all of my videos possible. If you found today's video helpful, informative, or simply entertaining, please do me a very big favor and press that like button. Also consider subscribing for more Disney Dreamlight Valley and gaming content. If you would like to catch more of my content, you can find me live on Twitch Monday through Friday. Links to my Twitch channel and Discord server can be found in the video description down below. As always, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you enjoy the Tales of Agrabah update.